Hey guys, I thought I wouldn't be live again so quickly. Then it just hit me. Eagles Bears Friday. So we kind of had to do this now impromptu, and what a way to go.
Oh God.
Eagles lose 24-21. My
Oh
prediction
man.
was 24-20 Eagles. So do I get a point for that?
You can
Always
take
just
it. Who
always
cares?
always said the field goal, but in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Son
right.
of a bitch.
Off the wall. No topics. We're just going to have it out.
Just
Joe,
like anger management.
Oh yeah,
Joe,
James. This
take
is
the
like
floor.
the post game that we used to do
Yeah,
live
we're
when
live.
we were at South House and we lost, and like
Yep.
we're like, okay, we're gonna be all your therapists right now. So we're taking calls and all of that. So
1-800 I don't give a shit.
yeah, well, that feels like
Alright,
the
let's
way
just
this
be pissed
team
off with that
came
bad
out in the
performance.
second half. It really does. And look, I'm gonna try to keep my composure, but there's a reason why I put my name as the original Hammer, because this is the reason why I feel as angry as I do right
Mm.
now.
Mm.
Because I texted you, James,
Yep.
at halftime,
Oh yeah.
and can you please pull up that text and read to people what I texted you?
Certainly. If I can look it up right here.
Yeah.
I gotta make a group chat for us three. I'm gonna do that after this.
So you basically said this Eagles team I was referring to yesterday. The only thing the NFL does not want is any part of it.
Yeah.
And then I said, yeah, for sure, because I feel like we were playing possum. But the
Right.
difference was we were not playing possum. Instead, we were playing possum like the last handful of weeks. But then you also said, too, well, I think that's what happens when a really good team goes against a really bad team, regardless of how people think they are.
Okay. So now this is where I'm going to turn on myself. You ready?
Sure, yeah.
I said that comment, that text after,
Mhm.
and I was referring to the Eagles facing the Cowboys as far as the Eagles being the better team playing the Cowboys, the worst team. I was incorrect. The Cowboys were the better team, and the Eagles were the worst team. That's the way that second half played out. We didn't just hand them the game. We basically said, no, after you. No, please, you take the win. Please, have points. And it just felt over 470 yards total offense given up by this defense. We walked in yesterday on Patterson F Sports Show saying this is the top 3 defense.
Yep.
The hell with that. Throw that the hell out the window.
Screw that.
That
Right?
did not look like a top 3 defense whatsoever.
No chance in hell.
And then this is another thing we brought up both on Fly Like an Eagle and on the Patterson F Sports Show. Kevin Batula needs to go.
Now.
We're not gonna look. He's got to be James. He's got to be put in the bathroom.
Yes.
And I'm not even kidding anymore.
No kidding.
He's got to be put in the bathroom. Nick Sirianni has to take charge. Whether I don't even care. I know I said I would rather have Jalen Hurts calling the plays, but anything's better than that. Anything's better than that.
Yes.
I mean,
that was horrible.
Mitch called me and he said, "How are you feeling?" As though a loved one died. He's like, "How are you feeling? What are you okay?" And like Mitch, and I said to Mitch in poignant terms, that was a shit game.
Terrible.
And he's like,
Charles Barkley.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm like, sure. So here I am. I'm talking about it. And I got to say, I don't care if AJ, I heard Saquon before we came on being interviewed. And there was something that Jason Avant said, and I really want to get both of your takes on it. Do you feel like Saquon Barkley is playing hard this season? Like playing with all his might. Like
you mean like he's like Johnny hustling it? No, not Johnny hustling it, but you know what I'm going at.
Yeah, like he's calling it in.
Like the gagging. That's what the
Yeah.
word I would say. I would think so.
Mitch, what do you think?
There's a couple of things. One, the
Sure.
offensive line is too banged up, right? We
Mhm.
can all agree on that. This is not the offensive line we're used to. And
No.
two, the whole thing with AJ Brown, right?
Mm.
The whole thing with AJ Brown was kind of everyone in their head. Saquon, he hasn't been trying at all this year. I'm gonna be honest with you,
Yeah,
and
this is what
it's
they are
just
at this
like
point.
you got to put Tank in. You got to put Tank Bigsby in.
Yeah.
You got to. You got to now.
I don't understand. Like, so what Jason Avant was alluding to was that Saquon Barkley won a Super Bowl. He,
Hello, Cameron.
had 2,000 yards, set a record for the Eagles, and did all these things last year. Now he's feel like he's gotten everything done. So now it just kind of feels like, well, I'm here. Like I've already made my bones. I've already gotten popular. I've already gotten the accolades. What else do I need? Like I can go take my check and go home.
Yeah.
And I hear that the thing is that's what Jason Avant was alluding to. But in the interview, Saquon Barkley was like, "No, I've gone through ruts like this. I've gone through funks like this. I don't know how to get out of it, but I've gone through funks like this and gotten out of it." And it's like,
Sounds like bipolarism, I'm gonna admit. Like one day he's good and the next minute he's not having a good day, you know? Maybe
well,
that's what it
it's a
is. I don't
short
know.
week, James. How is he going to
I
improve?
I
How
I
is he
don't
going
I
to
don't
improve?
know. I don't know. I that's where I'm at right now. I'm like right now, I just got a lot of I don't know right now. Like I don't know what this team is. Honestly. I don't know what they're gonna look like next week against the Bears. I don't know what the defense is gonna look like against Caleb Williams. I don't know if this is fixable. You know, this is starting to come down to around the same time the Eagles had that 10 game that losing 6 out of the last 7 after going up 10-1. Like I hate to say this right now, but if they don't get their shit together in the next couple of days or so, we might be seeing another deja vu
Of 2023?
2023. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because I thought about this today. I said to myself, okay, Dallas week doesn't feel like it's not the same as it once was. I mean, obviously, you always think about Dallas week like 2 words taught by our fathers, from mothers to sons, sons to daughters, yada
Yeah.
yada yada. This type of feel I have with this team right now, after this performance I saw by this team, I don't know if this is fixable. I don't know if, I mean, let me say this about Vic Fangio's defense here. I'm completely embarrassed by their performance tonight. I'm embarrassed by the way the penalties happened, and they had so many opportunities, but the undisciplined penalties. I'm even more embarrassed to say that the Bulldogs didn't come to play tonight. They did. Some of them low by little.
N'Kobe did. N'Kobe
N'Kobe
did.
did. Yep.
Yeah.
And so did Jordan Davis and maybe Jalen Carter little by little. But, I mean,
14 penalties, 150 yards.
it's not
And
acceptable.
and you lost the turnover battle.
Yes.
So
And
here's
almost no pressure on Prescott. Bingo.
like
Mhm.
and here's the thing. When we look back and say, okay, it's about controlling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's about controlling the game. It's about being mentally disciplined. This team is not mentally disciplined right now.
No.
They are all over the place. You got back-to-back plays. You had one play where it was offensive pass interference or offensive holding on Devontae Smith, and the very next play was false start by AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Wiggle block and a hands to the face from Fred Johnson. Yep. Mm-hmm.
what are we doing here? Like
I
this
know.
is not a mentally tough, mentally strong looking team.
Oh my
And
God, he's fine.
I honestly feel like that this. I want to say we all want to be optimists and say this is the smack in the face that the Eagles needed. But here's the problem: it's a short week. You got an 8-3 Bears team coming into town. If the Bears come in and knock us off, that we're in a lot of trouble. I mean,
Yeah, I think we're already in trouble.
Oh yeah, I mean, the boat has sprung a leak, but we just don't know how many holes are in the boat.
Well, you better get on a rooter to unclog that drain, because that could be a real damage to your clog and to your what do you call it? I'm going to say this right now about Kevin Patullo since I'm here right now.
Yeah.
I brought it up on when did I bring it up on? I think it was Friday, was it? When I talked about this kind of reminds me of Brian Johnson.
Yes,
Yep.
that was Friday. Yep, me and you were talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. This defense to me, not defense. I'm sorry. This offense rather to me has become exactly the exact same offense that we've seen in 2023. I mean, yeah, sure, Brian Johnson had a little bit better offense, but it wasn't Kellen Moore spectacular. Let's keep it real here. And I think right now, I'm done with Kevin Patullo. I'm sorry, I just can't do it anymore. I feel like I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
I know one of the things that was brought up in the post game that I heard about, because they mentioned Kellen Moore and kind of what you're referring to. So this is why I want to bring it up here.
Yeah.
Like when we got the lead last year, what did we do in the second half? We just ran the ball. We just ran the ball. Didn't matter if we had 2 yards, 3 yards. Didn't matter if we did 1, 2, 3 run and punt. That didn't matter as long as we ate clock and made the game smaller from that second half. We were up 21-0. You could have taken this game and literally like snuffed it out if you wanted to with a run game. And Kellen Moore would have done that, but KP just goes, nope, let's keep passing.
You have the lead. You have a 21-0 lead. You would have. I mean, if my 2 cents would be, if you have a lead like that, you're easily making the clock your friend. You're easily running the clock out with that 21-0 lead. You probably score a couple of times with like field goals or maybe like a touchdown here and there with tush push.
And remind me, what happens when you throw an incomplete pass? Remind me. What happens? You stop the clock. So who are you helping? You or them? And you're not going to complete every pass. So you can't go about your mindset like that's what we can do.
I never seen an offensive coordinator look deer in the headlights every single goddamn week. I never seen I mean, I'm going to say the word, but you know where I'm going at. I never seen dare I say this, I never seen a pussy like Kevin Patullo continue to try to get too cute in big time positions here. And you could probably bleep this out for saying that, Mitch. You can probably
suspend me for saying it. It's all good.
Because, sometimes I need to be like CM Punk with the pipe bombs, if you know what I'm saying.
Love that.
No, but all joking aside, though. But,
yeah.
I mean,
I hate to say it, your guy AK came on our show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
shout out to him.
Yeah.
I think he called that.
No, well, he said that the Eagles would win, but he would say it'd be by field goal.
Mm.
But he was also supporting the idea that the Eagles weren't ready for the Cowboys. Now, I think we were ready in the first half. I just don't understand what happened in the second half. I was
playing a full 60 minutes. That's the thing I take out of it, too.
Well, here's the other part of it. So we talked about it on Saturday. We talked about it on Friday.
Sure, yeah.
This is going to be a conversation for the foreseeable rest of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this doesn't change, the theme is the same. The question is the same. It's just going to be how. Like, we need to figure out the answer. Well, here's the thing. The question is, why can't this team sustain an identity for the whole game?
Right.
If you're going to be a good defensive team that game, then be a good defensive team that game. If you're going to throw the hell out of the ball, then be good about throwing the hell out of the ball. If you're going to run the ball, then be good at running the ball. But Kevin Patullo playing checkers when we need a guy that's going to be playing chess.
Like 3D chess too at the same time. Well, not 3D chess, but instead of actually he's not even playing like he's playing checkers. Shit, dude. He's like feels like he's playing Parcheesi. Like he's playing Parcheesi with a senior citizen.
Yep.
I mean, seriously.
This is what you get for hiring best friends when you don't clear their.
This isn't Step Brothers. This isn't Step Brothers. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: the only reason why Kevin Patullo has that job, let's be real. The only reason why Kevin Patullo has that job is because he's Nick Sirianni's friend. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, here's the other thing too. I mean, you're right on point about that too, Joe. Like, if I had a best friend that wanted to be in podcasting, I'm not going to, I mean, if I say, for example, I'm not going to show my best friend that I'm in the podcasting business. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll probably do it. I mean, maybe I'll do it like, I don't know, like probably like off mic and all that. But professionalism supposed to happen with guys like us, like for people that are in the business, and you don't want to hire your friends or family. I mean, otherwise they want to be in that business.
Well,
And
I'll put a better example of it, James. Say you had a
sure.
best friend, right?
Mhm.
That you wanted that he found out you're on a podcast.
Right.
And he wanted to be on the Pass and Av Sports Show.
Correct.
And you're like, okay, let me hear what you got. Let's have a practice session.
Sure.
And
Yep.
you start talking like we talk and
Mhm.
whatnot. And he goes, okay, yeah, he was fine. It's fine. But you think that's going to work? Are you going to tell that guy, yeah, you should definitely come on the show? You should
You,
definitely come on the show.
you know what you just sounded like? You sound like Mike McDaniel after another mayhem. Yeah, I think we did good and this, that, and like he's like Sean Penn on Fast Times at Bridgman High. Dicks.
All right. So, all right.
No, I'm
This
kidding.
is my time.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
First off, AJ Brown can't talk anymore. That was his best game of this year. He cannot talk anymore. I'm getting tired of all that.
Well, let me
I'll
say
put
this
money
too.
that he does. I'll put money down that he does.
Oh yeah, me
Well,
too.
I might put a prop bet out there and say he's still fucking miserable. One of my French.
Hey, for AJ Brown, just stop talking. My God, the first drive was him. The second drive was him. The third drive was him. Fourth drive was him. I could go on and on. AJ, shut up, sit down, and you did your thing.
Well, I'll say this too. I mean, if AJ doesn't have if AJ still having his say for example, still pissed off about the way the display happened on the game, do you think it's because of the game, or you think he could have more passes in that game?
Both.
I think it's both. I agree.
Both.
I think so too. Yeah, I think it might
It's
be
gonna
both.
be both.
Like they lost the game, and also he's pissed off
You know
that
why
they didn't get all
y'all
the
lost the
receptions.
game? You know
'Cause you
why
didn't throw me
y'all
the
lost
ball.
it? Because you didn't throw me the ball.
Because
That's
I'm always
right.
open. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yep.
But
Exactly.
he got the ball.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he didn't get it enough. I mean, this is the point, Mitch. When he complained about being used but not being used on Instagram,
Yeah.
that was after the Minnesota game where he caught like over 100 yards. So
He's
I'm
still
like,
complaining.
wait. I'm like, you're complaining over having a good game because it wasn't good enough of a game. I'm like, okay, dude. Like, dude, do you not know what your offense is? Do you not know what you got on your team? And it just, like, he just boggles. This team is starting to boggle my mind. Parts of this team are starting.
It's starting to linger too.
Because here's the thing, Kevin Patullo, real negative. Jalen Hurts, hey, I know what he is. Regardless of how many critics are out there, I know who he is. And I know we have good weapons on the offense. And his defense and Vic Fangio, regardless of tonight, I know that they're a good defense because they have Vic Fangio, because they have a young crew. Look, they got decimated tonight. You brought up before we came on, we haven't gotten a report yet, but Drew Nakuba left in a boot, which probably spells the end of Nakuba's season, which means
And Blankenship gonna be out for a while too. He's if they are not back next week, or actually obviously they won't be playing next week, but for the next for the Charger game, that's gonna be big. That's gonna.
And keep in mind, bear in mind. So if you have Nakuba and Blankenship down, then you're down with Epps and Sidney Brown as your safeties.
Oh my God!
And if Dory Jackson, who we all ripped, does not play, and look, we all sat here, and I remember us saying Cooper DeJean needs to go to the second, CB spot. We all talked about it, and he got put in that position tonight. And I love Coop. We all love Coop, but he got exposed tonight.
Yeah,
he got exposed.
That he did.
Now we kind of know why they hesitated to do it. But you know who needs to step up, James? You know who needs to kind of come in, and he could put a cape on, and he could save his damn career. Killy Ringo.
Yep.
Put your cape on and be the dependable corner that we need you to be. You want to save your job? Here's the moment. If Dory Jackson's out or Blankenship is out or whatever, look, Cooper can go and slide. Cooper DeJean could slide into the safety spot. So we may have to do that. But
Yeah.
here's the problem: if Adoree's out and the safeties are out, and you have to move Cooper to the safety, you're still down one or two corners. Yes, you have Michael Carter, but then who else? Orion Bennett, he hasn't proven anything. It's got to be Keely, and you know what? I know people are going to be like, "We're doomed." If we're banking it on Keely
Right.
Ringo, we're doomed.
Right.
But he
Yeah.
can save his
I
damn
do agree.
career.
This has to be his coming out party. This is like make or break it for him. If he doesn't show up this year, if he doesn't show up in these next couple of games, and he makes like who's like the next big threat on the receiver core, that's going to be like a CD Lamb or like George Pickens like coming up.
Be Mike Williams on the Chargers.
Chargers, yeah, Mike Williams. Yeah, there you go. So it's either Mike Williams or it will be why am I troubling on his name? There's not a lot of players.
The guy from the Bears.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen.
That's what I'm thinking about. Keenan Allen, not Mike Williams.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. Yeah, if you have Keenan Allen on somebody, you're already screwed. You're done.
I'm kind of doing some liquid courage here, folks. So the mind is a little.
Don't forget when we play. I know the Raiders are not playing the best right now, but they do have Brock Bowers.
They got Brock Bowers and Genty.
They
can expose us too.
Yeah, the Bills, they don't have Diggs.
God, there's a
Commanders now. Yeah.
Mind you, there's a troll.
No, that's my supporter Alexander.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alexander. Good game, Alex.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Just let him have his win.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
Good.
Oh, he's a Cowboys fan?
He's a Cowboys and a Chargers fan. So that should tell you everything.
Okay, so he has one AFC and one NFC team? Is that the deal? Okay. And out of all the AFC teams, you picked the Chargers? Like, I understand the Cowboys. The Cowboys are, everybody's bandwagon, but the Chargers? Okay, maybe
it was a big LaDainian Talented fan. Or Austin Eckler.
Is he a Michigan fan like you, Mitch?
No, he's actually a Bama.
Oh,
then I definitely don't like him.
Sorry. I'm sorry to ruin your night, but go Dogs.
Either a Bama or Ohio State.
Oh, Phil Stifel just checked in too.
Yep, I sent him the link. What is up, Phil?
What's up, Phil? How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well, Phil? Man.
14 penalties, that pretty much killed us.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I was live streaming the game with my guy Cool Cat, right? And you know what I said? It was kind of like you're watching Oprah. Remember when she would go, "You would get a car, you would get a car, you get a flag, you get a flag,
you get a penalty, you get a penalty."
Yeah, it was like actually no, it was like Al Pacino and Son of a Woman. Like everyone was out of order tonight. The Eagles were out of order. No, not Son of a Woman. What was it? A few good men. Yeah, it was a few good men.
Alexander said he's one of the most realistic Cowboys fans that I know. So he would go, "I never thought Cowboys would actually come back and win this game. And they proved me wrong. I love it."
Well,
yeah,
you win.
Salute.
Yeah, you know what? Neither did any of us. That's why we're doing this because honestly, there's not and damn you, Tom Brady, because he said it in the telecast, and damn you, Tom Brady.
He mushed us.
Oh yeah, he said when they were down 14, they were like other teams in other games have come back.
Yeah, you of all people.
Well, yeah, he has to get his little.
Hey, I used to be, but back in my day, I had a comeback.
I used to
remember that.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, Tom, shut your mouth.
Shut your goddamn mouth, please.
Hey, that's my Michigan guy.
I know.
Well, then tell him to stop mushing us. Like,
I do hate him when he's on a page. It's just like we have a love-hate relationship.
Tom Brady's a carpetbagger.
He's got to learn how to do the commentary correctly, where you don't mush like by saying stuff out loud. I get it. You say.
And we had Jerry Jones looking like eating a damn bad plum after that 21-0 spin.
Let me ask you guys this, and people in the chat, Phil, if you're still in here, Alexander, everyone in here, is this the Eagles' worst loss of the season, or was it the Giants?
I would say this one for sure because you
This one.
you had already the cat out of the bag. You already had a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, I agree with James. I feel like this is the worst loss because I feel like you had the lead, you had the foot on their neck, and you just took the foot off the neck and said, "Hey, here's a weapon. Hit me with it." Like that's literally what you did. You had them get up. You had your foot on their neck. You had them get up. You handed them a weapon, and you told them to hit you with it. And with the Giants, you just didn't show up. You just were like,
No.
we don't care. Like, you're the Giants. We don't care. But the Cowboys, this felt like we got up 21 and they were like, we got it. They're not they're not as good as we thought they were. They hyped themselves up. Like they convinced themselves. I gotta be honest. There's deception coming from Novacare.
Mhm.
And I say that because of this. We heard from game one that what happened last season happened last season. We are not going to say we're defending champions. We refuse to say it. Refuse. Okay, fine. I get that. You're putting that in the past. You're focusing on now. I get
Right.
that. Good
Right.
for you.
Yep.
I don't think that's true.
No.
I don't think that these guys have all put in their back of their head that they have to focus on just in what's in front of them.
So
It
yeah.
feels like when you talk about these core values, the core value, discipline, not there. Core value, focus, not
Right.
there.
Right.
Core value, working together, teamwork,
Yep.
not there. These are detrimental deficits that are being put onto this team. And I think it all stems from they all think they're champs. They're all big and bad. And then guess what? You're big and bad until
Someone
someone
punches in the mouth.
your face. Yep.
Yep. Like the Mike Tyson saying, everyone has an idea until they get punched in the mouth. Or not how it has an idea, but has a plan.
Everyone
There we
has
go.
a plan.
Yeah, that's what I was going at. Yeah, Joe, you're right. I mean, that's where I'm at too. It's just like after they won that Super Bowl, it felt like okay, they're like moving on, and then the first game of the season, the first game against Dallas, I mean, come on, they're not even the first play of the game. Jalen Carter gets kicked out for spinning on somebody, spinning on Prescott, and then never stopped after that.
No discipline.
No discipline at
there.
all. And we're talking like week 12.
No, right. No discipline then. And then if you look at the next 5 weeks,
Yep.
we averaged at least one unsportsmanlike conduct that was completely unnecessary for the next 4 or 5 weeks. And that's another sign of undiscipline. Our penalties are up. Our yardage for penalties are up. That the idea that you can limit the amount of takeaways or giveaways, I should say. You can limit how many times you give away the ball. That's great. But if you can't do anything by that limitation, like if you can't say, okay, we give the ball away 4 times and we score 200 points. Okay, great. That's fantastic.
Right.
But if you sit there and we only got the ball taken away from us 4 times, but we only scored 100 points. People are going to look at you and go, what happened? Why only 100? I mean, they didn't take the ball away from you that often. What happened? And when you start to, this is what I feel like we're getting a lot in the press conference. This is what I feel like we're getting with the interviews.
What was our day? What are you going to do? Yeah, like Tony Soprano. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
It's like, okay, that's not good enough, and it shouldn't be good enough for the coach. And I didn't hear the press conference from Nick Sirianni, but I can assure you, I will hear it tomorrow morning, and I will tell you one thing. If this guy tries to say they just outplayed us, that's a bunch of bullshit.
It is.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Because if you were up 21, you need to know how to lock it down, especially when you have the best running back and one of the best offensive lines in the league. It's ridiculous. It's not.
I think he's going to read the room. I hate to say it right now. I hate to disagree with you, Joe, but you're right. I mean, if he comes in here tomorrow and says we didn't play our best game, it's like no shit, we didn't. You know, play your best game. The second half showed why you didn't play your best game, Nick. Your guy Kevin Patullo can't call a good play for shit.
And like here's the thing. So in the post game before I came on, someone said that about Kevin Patullo. Like one of the guys said it about Kevin Patullo, and Josh fired back and said, "Yeah, but what about the first 3 drives? He
Yeah, I mean,
this is what I have to say to that.
Sure.
If this is why I say he played checkers, not chess, because you can win the short game. You okay, to use a golf term, because some people out there play golf. You can get the ball on the green in 2 strokes on a par 5. But if you 5-putt, you're no good. You're no good. It doesn't matter.
It's time for you to go home there, Ball.
Yeah. Go into your home.
Well, I guess I'll steal Ronnie Dangerfield joke. Yeah, it looks good on him though.
Yeah. I look, Mitch, I gotta ask. So I know that you like being correct about it and correct about things in general.
Yeah.
But like when this game was going on, right? We were in the third quarter. We were still up by 14. I'm like, Mitch is gonna win this goddamn bet again. I'm like, how do you do it? I'm like, he did pick $1, and he's still gonna win it. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, come on, guys, get on the horse. We need to score more points.
So you're asking me how I felt?
Yeah. How did you feel when you started to see your points go, oh, I'm gonna win the bet and everything, and then you saw the game tied and you're like, wait, no.
Joey, this is what we call it a bad beat. Like if you ever see Scott Van Pelt, it will be like, heavens to Betsy.
Okay, so I have a couple things. First off, we were up 21-0 at half, right? People in my chat were like, oh, the game is over, and all that. Like, Cowboys are throwing the towel. And I was like, guys, it's not over yet. I did predict the score 24-20. It's not over till it's over, guys. I said that, and here we are. Am I mad about my prediction being wrong? Yes. Am I mad that we lost? Yes. But it's just funny that the score prediction was the exact flipped from what I had.
Yeah. That's
when the football gods were not on our side, Bobby.
Literally, like when it was 21-0, I'm like, good. It's a score fest. Good. Like I'm rooting because I'm like, I'm gonna get the high man. Good.
I would have wished it was a defensive showing and it would be like 16-13, but at least it was a defensive going.
We were in Dallas. I was pulling the Zeke Elliott. I'm like, keep feeding, man. Keep going. Keep beating. And then the second half happened. And it was like, did the guys get on the plane to go home to Philly early? Like, what the hell happened? Did the water boy come in and play quarterback? Like, what the hell happened?
It's more like
there have been a lot of Adam Sandler euphemisms here tonight.
Yeah. Here, James, read this comment by your dad.
Sure. It says it seems like they once they pass the initial script of plays, they had no idea what to do next.
Thought about that.
Yep.
You had 15 plays scripted. Those were your 3 first drives, and then you were like, now what? Now what? Like, dude.
I guess we should play that song Meatloaf says two ain't bad or something like that. If two, like that old sad song, and just talk about it with Kevin Patullo. Like if 2 plays aren't that bad.
Okay, James, I'm gonna get like the old original Hammer. You ready? You're gonna be witness to this. James is experienced this, but you're not. Ready? Okay.
I'm aware.
So, KP, I know that you last 15 seconds in the bedroom, but you don't need the last 15 plays on the game.
Oh my god! I know what was gonna happen.
He doesn't even need the last 1 play.
He wasn't ready. Huh? No, he wasn't ready.
Uh, as soon
There
as
was
we
a
blank,
lot of things that weren't ready. That
Oh,
him
God, thank
being
God I'm
not
not
ready.
drunk right now. I'll be going off the deep end.
so
Bottoms up,
yeah,
Joe.
so I gotta say this: when Blankenship went down, I'm like, oh, this is the beginning of the end.
Yep,
This is the beginning of the end.
yep.
This is why I love Reed Blankenship. Makes big time plays at big time moments. He's the heart of the one of the hearts of this defense,
He's a
and
captain
people
for a
don't
reason.
give him the credit that he deserves.
He's a captain for a reason. He's one of the in crunch time. Yeah, you're right. He's not unstoppable when it's crunch time. He makes a big play. It's kind of like he was kind of reminds me of Malcolm Jenkins early on in his tenure with the Eagles.
Yeah.
You also
So
got to bear in mind that this is a game that they did that the Dallas Cowboys they quote unquote said this is our Super Bowl. That's number one. Number two, they did a tribute to the guy who committed suicide. So
Yeah.
there's
Right.
and kudos
and
to
they
them.
probably wanted to win for that too.
Right. And so there was a lot of emotion. But here's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I feel for the guy who lost his life.
So
But
do I.
when you're up 21 and it's a game, that you need to win, like pay homage to the guy by having a prayer circle after the game after you whoop their ass.
Mhm.
Like you
Yeah,
don't
good
need
good
to have
leadership.
it.
Good leadership. Yeah. Just like say good game, and we're thinking about like you guys after what happened. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Stupid question. Was Brandon Graham on the field?
He was not. I don't think he was. Nolan Smith was though.
I see Nolan Smith. I did not see Brandon Graham.
I did not either. So why is he here? Just a kid. But I'm just curious,
Huh, who said that? Who said that? Oh, who? Who?
What?
Huh? Brandon Graham
If we're not going to use him, if like why is he here?
for the locker room.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not working well, is it?
It's
No, who
that's
was
not how
right
it works.
in the
That's not how any of that
beginning?
shit works. It's like, okay, yeah, let's bring back Randall Cunningham 15, 20, 25 years later because there's a leader present in the locker room. It's like, you know what it is? It's like, I hate the word pandering, like Bryce Harper would do with the Phillies, but it was kind of like they were trying to pander to say, okay, we need a veteran presence in the locker room, not like he's going to do like a rivalry pack like Harper does. But it's like, okay, you just need somebody to be a leader in that locker room. And the problem is that I think if he was out there, maybe he would have easily probably got a couple pressures on Prescott, and the game wouldn't have been even close. Maybe
Okay.
he would have been more.
So I just looked up a report
Hmm.
because I wanted to see if there was an injury report. Nakuba
Yeah.
potentially have an ACL.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Wonderful.
yeah. So
Got
Right
saw that
now.
coming.
he has to go.
I saw it coming too.
He has to go for imaging and he has to go for an evaluation. Which
I hate
probably
to say right now, if we lose him and Blankenship, this is going to be really, really bad. This is going to be really bad. I got a bad. I mean, I don't want to say I got a bad feeling about this, but I do. I got a really bad feeling about this in every which way.
Well,
Sorry about my cat.
Mitch, you wanted to have Simmons come in. This might be
Who?
your dream.
Justin Simmons. I was going to say Jonathan again.
For me, I would love to have Justin Simmons, but I don't think they're going to do it. I don't see them doing it.
Oh, they need bodies.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Well,
I just don't see them
let's-
doing it.
We should probably go after what's his name too. That's a safety. Who's that guy? Tyrann Matthew, if he's still around.
Honey Badger?
Honey Badger?
Maybe Honey Badger. Maybe if he wants to play football
You
again,
know what I'm worried about? We bring in one guy like that, like Honey Badger,
and he becomes the center of the locker room,
or Simmons. He's here for like 4 days or 4
and he
hours.
retires.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly right. Let me ask you about that too, because I know we brought that up earlier on Friday show. Do you think there's a reason why now that Za'Darius Smith retired, Jair Alexander retired, it seems like the locker room is, dare I say this, but very, very flamboyant.
Well, I'll use another word. I think they're very complacent.
Well, yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I mentioned earlier that the lie that I feel like has been sold to us that they do not consider themselves defending champions, that they still have the hunger for back-to-back championships. Well, if my
Defending the
voice
crown is tougher than getting the crown, like Mark Schlereth would say.
if my voice can reach any Philadelphia Eagle, my voice could say this. You guys are kidding yourselves if you think that you're putting out all effort, because you're not.
You're not.
Because here's the
You're
thing.
not.
We know what all effort looks like from you guys. You already showed your hand. Last year was all effort. You guys
Mhm.
put it all on the line. And now it just seems like you're putting only what you want on the line.
Mhm.
And I think when you look at a guy like, Smith, and when you look at a guy like,
Jordan Davis and
you can
Jalen
start
Carter.
Alexander. Like when you
Oh,
look at these
Jair
guys
Alexander. I'm sorry.
when you look at these guys that retired, they walk in. You like your question, James, was what do you think they saw? I
Mm.
think they walked in. They thought they were going to see hungry dogs.
Mm.
I think they thought they were going to see like a hungry team,
Mhm.
and instead, what they saw is guys complacent. The
Mm.
only thing missing is a game console and them playing games in the locker room.
So
Like
you're like saying it's like a Carlos Santana situation.
yeah, I feel like this is a part of not necessarily games, but what I'm saying is these guys are resting on what they've already accomplished, not knowing what they can still accomplish. And
Mm.
look, it's easy to possibly rest and be complacent, like, hey, relax, we're eating two. Now we're eating three. It's like, relax, relax. We got this, relax. The rest of the division's garbage. And guess what, James? I'm guilty of this
Mm.
because I have been the one saying that as well.
Mm.
I have been the one sitting here propping these guys up because they just keep winning. And I defend these guys to the ends of the earth. And tonight was the straw that broke the camel's back.
It was a wake up call for you guys. It
Yep.
was a wake up call for you guys
Ah, no. I agree.
Yeah.
because I watched Matty B with Mike Lauro. I watched them for a little bit on their post game show. Shout out to them. Um, Matty B said that this has been happening all season, and it's just like the Eagles escaping win after win
I hate
after
to say it,
win
but he's right.
after win.
I hate to say it, but he's right.
And
He is right.
I said the same thing
There,
a
I said
while
it.
back, but it's just like this one just hits differently.
It
This
hits
one
it,
just
it,
hits differently.
it hits differently, but I think the reason here's the thing. Remember last year when the Chiefs were having these even AK brought this up yesterday with the Chiefs winning like close games and then come to Super Bowl, it just boom, it just everything just turned on like the Chiefs got exposed so badly. I hope this was only just a wake up call and I say, okay, let's flip the page. The Cowboys game, let's flip the page and let's just try to get back to where we are as a champion. The problem I have with this team is in the same level of capability that I have with Joey and also with Matty B on this one. Sometimes when it's close games like this, 95% of the time and 99% of that time, usually it starts to have a ripple effect. And I hate to say it right now, this is going to be if this doesn't get better, we might be seeing another ripple effect of 2023, dude.
James, you brought it up earlier, and I'll bring it up again because you're making sense in all of this. But one key sign that was always there from the beginning of the season,
Mm,
this team, as you said earlier, could not put a whole 60 minutes together.
nope.
And we've seen it, but we dismissed it. We
Right.
looked at what they did with the Rams, and they had like a good first half, but a bad second half.
Yep.
Or it was vice versa. But like this is the difference is that when you can only put one good half together, then you have to start to ask yourself, what aren't we doing? And
Right.
again, I will compliment AK and what he said. And it's not that I disagreed with it.
No, I don't either.
But Kevin Patula does not know how to make adjustments. He
No.
doesn't know how to make in-game adjustments. As James's dad said earlier, 15 play recipe card in the beginning of the game was your 3 drives.
Mhm.
Then this guy, after your 15 plays, after your, choreographed 15 plays, then it's about you actually being a coordinator, a
Mm.
play caller, a guy that can adjust to the defense and what they're doing. Guess what? KP did none of that. And
I hate to say it too. I thought they were just playing possum just to get ready for this Cowboy game.
Sure.
Me and my dad were like at halftime, we're like thinking, wait a minute, but they was just playing possum the last 2 weeks, and I was like, yep. And then the next thing you know, they do the same shit again. They do the same old shit.
And like this is the thing is we all thought that way because that's what they wanted us to think. Because out of the first half, they're like, we played our first half. Let the defense take over. Well, wait. But you can't
rely on that. You can't rely on your defense to. I mean, you could if it's like a big amount of lead. If you have even like Tom Brady for an example, like we talked about earlier, not every lead is safe. Look what happened to the Falcons in 2017. Like I remember talking to a buddy of mine about this a couple of days ago. It's like, yeah, I mean the Falcons were like, oh, we got this in the bag, and I'm thinking, wait a second, who's that other guy on? Tom Brady. Oh shit, we still got to win the game. We still got to find a way to win a game. We still got to play full 60 minutes.
I am not. I'm a guy that falls on his sword when he needs to fall on his sword. I'm not about to just because I'm always going to be an Eagles fan. I'm always going to root for them to get to the pinnacle. But where I told you earlier in the season, I have every confidence this team's going to make it to the Super Bowl and win again. After this performance tonight,
I was going to ask you that.
This is how bad the straw in the camel's back has been broken. How much I'm woke. I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know if I'm going to be clenching my teeth, sweating through. I'm going to need a hell of a lot more whiskey to get through this season if a lot more games start turning out.
You know what I said before when we were having that conversation back and forth? When I said the Eagles weren't going to make the Super Bowl, I said that we were playing the Packers. I don't know which one we're going to get. The Lions, I thought they were going to be a tough team. But now we got the Cowboys, and I said it's always a hard-fought battle because it's the NFC East.
You called it.
I said that we were not going to sweep. I said we weren't going to sweep. Now,
you know what's worse?
Being right.
You know what's
I love being right.
So, you know what's worse? This had a feel of that 2018 game against the Cowboys, and you remember that game very well, Joe.
Yes,
that was the missed field. Actually, no, it was the kickoff return, and then they gave it to the Cowboys, and just like that, it's 14-0 before we even blinked. I mean, they came back though with Carson Wentz though, but let's keep it real here. That was Cowboys all day.
Yes.
The worst part about it is that I felt about this game here today too in that second half. I said to myself, if you give Dallas life and you make Dak and you don't put pressure on Dak Prescott, it's game over. And even like CeeDee Lamb was dropping passes. I'm thinking, okay, now you're getting a groove. You're getting stops when it's needed to.
I said this on Saturday to AK, and you remember this. I said in the first game they covered CeeDee Lamb like a blanket. He couldn't get anything. But George Pickens got everything he wanted. They had to make a choice. Tonight, George Pickens got everything he wanted. But in the first game, and I mentioned this on Saturday, Ferguson, who's one of Dak Prescott's favorite targets, he didn't get anything on the first game. Tonight, he got a lot. And
way a lot more than we expected.
Right. And so this is the difference between then and now. And here's the other part of this. The part of ironic. It's very ironic that the first game we had the lead going into half. We had the lead, even holding on to the lead in the third quarter. Then that rain delay happened. And then when we came back from the rain delay after the first game, it felt like the Cowboys just had us. Like they had us right where we wanted them.
Yep.
Where they wanted us. And tonight, it felt like they finished the job. It felt like they finished the job from week one. And that's what makes me more upset is that this isn't, Mitch, you bring this up. This isn't just a loss. It's not just the way we lost. It's who we lost to.
How we lost. It's how we lost.
But it's who we lost to. This isn't the Minnesota Vikings. This isn't a Friday and losing to the Bears like this. No, this is the Dallas freaking Cowboys. The guys we loathe. Now we just gave the Dallas Cowboys, regardless, they're not going to make the playoffs, but we just gave the Dallas Cowboys reason to coup and reason to crow for the next month and a half, 2 months. We beat you guys though,
We beat
right?
the world champs. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So like now we have that to look forward to.
You know what's worse too? If we play them again next year, like whenever we play them, I mean, they're gonna remind themselves what they did to us this year. They're gonna be like, oh, remember we beat you guys. And I think the worst, I mean, this is the thing that my dad brought up too. He says, I said to me, obviously, yours truly, that the second half reminded me of the game of a second half in the first game, game one of the first game. There's another reason why. There's another reason why the Cowboys, even though, like, without saying it, is that they don't have to worry about being right. Like, I mean, like, basically, like, we came into the game with our head up our asses, thinking, "Oh, we're gonna go into Dallas and get the victory." This, that, and the other. The Cowboys, on the other hand, is like, we just got to play our fucking game.
I thought about some James after Saturday what AK said about actually I think it would have been you on Friday, Mitch, that said about bringing in a
offensive consultant.
That was me. That was me because AK said that a while back to me.
Yes. Okay. So this is, we talked about, you can't fire a coordinator mid-season. Okay, fine. You bring in an offensive consultant.
That's what it reminds me of 2023 again. Now it's on the opposite side. Instead of Matt Patricia and Sean I'm sorry, Joe.
But here's where I'm going to say, I'm going to throw out a name that both of you guys are going to be like, oh. Deuce Stanley.
He's not with anybody right now?
I don't think so. Deuce Stanley.
Interesting.
I don't think he's with anyone now.
The last team he was with was the Panthers. And I don't think he's with them anymore because he was with the Frank Reich regime. But
I'll bring back Deuce. Deuce is a good leader locker room presence, too. I would have kept him.
You want to get right. And I think if you're trying to say to KP, you're out. But we can't fire you, and we're not going to. What we are going to do is bring in another guy that you need to listen to. Bring in Deuce, because if you remember, when Deuce was the running backs coordinator or running back coach and / co-offensive coordinator, this offense thrived. And we need to get this run game started. And Deuce Stanley knows how to get this run game started.
You remember 2017 with LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi and how effective he was with those two backs.
And I'll bring up another couple names. The guys like Wendell Smallwood that's bagging groceries at the local Walmart still. Guys like Clement.
Darren Sproles. He made Darren Sproles into something too.
He made these guys household names.
Oh, he's a running back coach for the Browns. Damn.
Humphrey. What happened?
No, I'm sorry. My dad just looked it up. He says, Deuce Staley is a running back coach, for the Browns. So,
the Browns got the win today, right?
I think they did. I think you're right.
Hey, shout out to Cleveland. Shedeur, he got his first win.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's
congrats.
Legendary. Squeak. And you know who he beat? He beat the Vegas Raiders.
Yeah. He is legendary.
Let me see. I think I would thought they would though.
Pop was in attendance today, so he had prime time.
Yeah, Coach Brian was there today. Yeah, 24-10 final. Damn, Raiders are 2-9. Great, they're gonna come in the Philly. Now they're gonna come in the Philly or whoop our ass. Just put a belt to our ass.
You know who did? You know who this reminds me of with the Raiders coming in? You remember 2023 when the Cardinals came in?
I do. Yes. New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Eve 2023.
And the Cardinals were a loser team, and we said we're gonna beat the piss out of this team, and they whooped our ass. And that's where we need to fear this going. We need to look. I'm a man enough to admit when I've overcompensated with my takes. There's something wrong. There's something rotten in Denmark, and there needs to be something fixed. And look, I'm not sitting here, and unlike other people, I'm not pointing the finger at one person. Well, that's not true. I am pointing the finger at one person.
Kevin Patullo, point and symbol.
Yeah. But I'm saying that when the head of the ship, when the captain of the ship is saying, "Hey, let's go straight into that iceberg." That seems like a good idea, right? The whole crew is like, "No, that's a terrible idea." Nah, I think that's a good idea. Go right through the iceberg. It'll make things a lot easier. Have you seen Titanic?
Not only
Um,
Titanic, but have you seen the
The
actually
Hindenburg.
the Hindenburg, Pearl Harbor, or something? Actually, I'm not going to go that far, but
Wait a second. This just hit me. Give me 1 second here.
sure.
Who's the one player on the Philadelphia Eagles that barely got the ball?
Tank Bigsby.
What I say before, I
Tank
said
Bigsby?
that this guy was the most consistent offensive player for the Philadelphia Eagles. I said he has to get the ball in the middle of the field. The tight end, Dallas Goedert.
That was
Dallas
Goddard.
Goedert only had 2 catches for 20 yards. That's it. That's it.
You know what's
That's
a,
it.
you know,
The most
no,
consistent player, time in, time out. He even had an injury
You know-
at one point. He came back, still got the inconsistent. Where was he this game?
You know
Where was
what?
Tank Bigsby?
Where
Where was Tank's big?
One carry for 8 yards, James. One carry,
Yeah.
And
for 8
that's enough. That and that's.
No,
I mean,
no,
you
I
should
know
feed
this.
them more. You know what I mean? You got to
Like,
feed them
if-
more.
But there was only 17 carries of running done in this game total.
Jim Paterno needs to
17.
go.
And look, 17 carries, but it was like 40 total yards as a team.
I never seen a guy so poorly with Saquon running the football. Last year he was unstoppable, and I feel like this year, I don't know. I'm not saying Saquon's a buzz. Maybe he lost a step. Maybe he did. Maybe like AK said yesterday, he might have lost a step. Maybe he did. Maybe he did not. But I don't understand.
I feel like he's feeling himself.
I feel like he's feeling himself too.
I think
I-
he's like, I'm here. I'm the guy.
No.
I'm sorry. No.
Hold on. Joe, I think you know where I'm going with this. Who's on the cover of Madden?
Manicurse. Seriously?
It's
But
Madden
Madden
curse.
just usually deals with an injury.
I didn't say
So
anything.
you're saying the backwards hurdle made him lose a step?
Maybe?
I wouldn't.
Well, that's poetic justice.
Well, I mean,
When
then
you
again,
when
then
you
again,
when you
I
have-
mean, in
when you have a-
2005, Terrell Owens was on the cover of 2K5, but we went to the Super Bowl. Well, actually, that's a different game. Sorry,
2K5 I missed 2K5.
I hate that game. I'm not a fan of it. I'm sorry. I love Madden better. I love Madden better.
Well,
Sue
here's
me.
the thing. I like 2K5 because they had a local radio personality. Why am I
Yeah,
blanking?
Tony Bruno. That's right.
Tony
Yeah,
Bruno.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Bruno
Yeah,
on
man.
the game.
Yep.
So that's the only reason why I had 2K5.
I miss Tony
but
Bruno too.
That makes
But-
sense.
Like,
Two of Goddard's catches were called back for penalties. There's a sock.
Soccer.
well, in the
soccer.
words of Judge Surratt, that was a freaking joke.
Now I gotta ask. Okay, so I got 2 questions to ask you guys before
Yeah.
we roll out of here.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna put both you guys in the position of Kevin Patullo. You guys have now been hired. Kevin Patullo has been. I don't care if you both work together. I don't give a damn.
I have a question. Can
Sure.
I get his pay?
I'll
you
take his
get
pay. I'll take his pay. I'll take his.
You-
I'll take his house.
you get his pay. Look, you can get his pay. You can get his car. You can get his house.
Better be a
you can
Lamborghini.
you can get all of that.
James is on fire tonight.
But here's the
Hey, man.
caveat. You get
Hey man,
all of
you
that.
don't even know what hit me, man.
You get all of that.
I'm not
now-
even drunk. I'm just
now
overly
you
drunk.
have
I'm
to make-
overly slept.
Now
Overtired.
you have to make the hard decision. Okay. So, Mitch, I'm going to start with you. Your
Okay.
new OC. You have all these weapons on offense. Give me 3 key points to your scheme for offense. Like, what are you going to do? What can you do differently?
Run the ball. How about you
Yep.
run the ball and you run the ball? That's 3. But seriously, on a serious note, run the ball is 1. The second one, you
RPO.
gotta feed AJ. You gotta feed AJ the ball. That's 2.
Mhm.
And 3, no huddle. I want a fast pace. I want this to keep going, kind of like it was before. But with this offense, how do you,
Um,
James? You?
so so I would say I'm with you, Mitch, on this one. I'll say run the ball, balanced offense, 50-50 of run and passing, maybe and probably the third I would say RPO, maybe RPO,
So
or
I'm
or or maybe deep ball and go for a PI. Maybe
so
that's a little far fetched though, but I
I
don't know.
I'm going to go a little bit with both of you. So I'm going to
Hmm.
go with running the ball, but within running the ball, I
Yeah.
want to set in motions so that way I can then distinguish where they're shifting their protection.
Hmm.
So when people set in when the quarterback puts people in motion, then
That's another one. That's true.
everyone sits there and says, when you put someone in motion, you determine whether they're man or zone, and that only helps the passing. That's not true. But when the motion happens, you can move a linebacker off of their point, which
Mm-hmm.
means you open up a gap, whether it's a C gap or the B gap.
Mm-hmm.
You can open up a gap. Now you can communicate that to your offensive line and you can communicate that to your running back. So motion within the run game is one. Number two is RPO, reevaluating how to run the RPO. You don't have to run it to death, but you need to run it where you can catch the offense off guard. Does the RPO occasionally have penalties along with it because of illegal man downfield? Yes. But here's a newsflash. You just had 14 penalties of 150 yards. You're not going to hurt yourself any worse than you already are. Number three, and most importantly, you need to do trips. Now I'm not talking trips to like Gettysburg or anything like that. I'm talking like the formation trips because you have three good receivers. I believe you have, whether it's Darius Cooper, whether it AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Hell, I don't care if you put Saquon Barkley back there and have Tank Bigsby as your single back in the backfield. You put trips with Saquon, AJ, and Devontae, and you put all three of them on the same side of the field. Dallas Goedert's the inside tight end. You have so many different ways to scheme up trips to confuse the hell out of the defense and to congest and create like what they call natural picks, not illegal picks, but natural picks. The cross post, that's a natural pick. The outs,
Those
the
could be
double
tough.
out,
I agree there, John.
like this is the thing. Here's your offensive coordinator. This are your schemes. Mitch, you named a good one. James, you named a good one.
Mm.
I named a good one. No offense to either all three of us, but we're just three schlubs from Philadelphia and
From
Jersey.
South Philly. Yeah, South Philly and
Like,
South Jersey, right?
yeah. So, like, if we're not
Hey, listen.
paycheck, but we can think of better schemes than you can, there's something wrong there.
Hey, Joey, we're right next. We're right down the. I mean, the broad. I'm sorry. The Novacare is not far away from where I live now, so I could probably just knock on Kevin Patullo's.
Oh, hell that. I'm knocking on Howie's door. Be like, yo, Howie, do you like winning? Yes. Okay. I know you didn't like getting hit in the head with a beer can, but do you like winning
Oh, jeez.
championships?
Well,
Yes.
Matty B, if
Okay.
you're listening right now, this is your pride and joy right here, Bubba.
Oh, well, but how can he sit? Oh, well, here's what he's gonna say. They don't have enough depth. See, that's Howie problem. That's a Howie problem. Nakuba's hurt. Blankenship's hurt. All these. See,
It's the whole effing team. Yep, maybe.
yeah. So, but here's
He
the
is
other
right
side.
about what I mean. I will give Howie. I would give not Howie. I would give Matty B a little credit here. If it's the way it's going down, like we brought up earlier, like the Carlos Santana situation, when nobody feels like losing is fun, like the same scenario I brought up with the Moneyball situation with the Phillies, that's going to be a problem with these Bulldogs because if they're not disciplined enough now, they might not be disciplined all season long, and we're almost talking the season's almost over.
So
that was unacceptable tonight.
here's my next question and final one for the night.
Sure.
You guys can, do what you need to do and antagonize me more. Anyhow,
Go ahead.
so Mitch, I'll start with you. If this season, because of Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni, because they are symbiotic at this point, if this team does not make the Super Bowl because of the offensive mistakes, because of what we've seen for the last, for the whole season, does Nick Sirianni get fired?
Oh, I'll let you answer this, Mitch.
Does Sirianni get hung because he stuck by his friend?
That's a good question.
This kind of reminds me when I asked James on one episode of Fly Like an Eagle. Joe, you weren't here.
Yeah.
I asked James, did Patullo and Nick Sirianni lose the locker room? I asked him that.
Yeah.
And we both said Patullo. Nick Sirianni, not yet. That's what we said at that time. But now, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say both of them lost the locker room. That is one. Two, I don't see him getting fired yet. I really don't. Someone has to get fired, has to get canned this week, but it's not him. It's not Sirianni. I feel like he's been to like 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. He's not getting fired. And James, I agree with your father. Right,
he's not getting fired no matter what. Yeah, I concur.
I agree.
I'll tell you this much right now. The only thing that has to happen here in these next couple weeks, if not this week or probably the week of the Charger game, they got to get their shit together. Otherwise, this is gonna be a ripple effect. I forgive me for saying 2023 because that's all I've been freaking hearing for the last few months about. Oh, is this 2023? Oh, is this 2023? Well, if it's 2023, then just come out and say we're just not good enough. Okay.
Well, you're going to hear it for the next 5 days until we play Chicago.
Oh yeah.
You're going to turn on Sports Talk, and that's all going to be said.
Oh yeah.
That's all it's going to talk about. But here's where I'm saying, and I get where you're coming from, and Mitch, I get where you're coming from.
It's Groundhog Day.
You're dead. But here's what I would say. Go back to the end of 2023. They fired Brian Johnson, right?
Yep.
They fired Patricia. They fired Desai, all of that. They clean house.
Sure.
The press conference after Nick Sirianni sat next to Howie Roseman looked like he was completely white as a ghost because he was like, I'm going to lose my job. Like, these guys.
What are we going to do?
Job. So, and he barely, in my mind, skinned the cat. Now, granted, he skinned the cat and came back and won the Super Bowl. Good for you. And I agree that we shouldn't do another Dougie P here. But
not yet, though.
Well, not yet. But here's my feeling: if Nick Sirianni, and I said this on Saturday, if Nick Sirianni can't be the boss in the room and just wants to be the friend in the room, you're in the wrong job.
You can't be buddy. I mean, this is a real job. It's
right.
like it's kind of I do agree there, Joe. It's kind of like you have to be in Mike Mayock's situation. Like, this is a job that doesn't take any prisoners, and you got to work your ass off, like 365, to get this team to where they are. Maybe this is the thing I take out of it too, is that maybe we need to stop bringing in guys in-house that are either close family or close friends and actually get like somebody. I mean, do Staley's a good example if he doesn't come back to the Browns. Maybe I understand right now. Probably Cleveland's cleaning the house at the end of the season and moving on. Probably with Shador and also getting rid of Kevin Stefanski. There's another guy that I would go out of my way and say that the Eagles should go after. John DeFilippo. Give him a call. I mean, it's bad enough that we don't hear John DeFilippo's voice anymore. I mean, sure, he might be somewhere else in the college ranks, but we need somebody to just sit there and say, okay, the problem is that I don't know if it's fixable at this point. I mean, I'm going to say right now, if this is not fixable for the season and this is not fixable going, I mean, let's say, for example, next week they come out and they take on the Bears and they win the game and they're one step away from capturing the NFC East. But the problem is that they might not be a number one. I mean, today you really
hurt your number one seed.
Once Venom.
Yeah.
Like in a word, I would say it's a hockey term, but I always say it all the time.
My God.
What's
The
up?
Rams are beating the Buccaneers 31-7 with 14 seconds left in the
shit.
half.
Oh my God.
And look, that's the number one seed. If they win tonight, they are the
Oh
number
my
one.
God.
And look,
now we definitely bited the hand of once Venom.
yeah, well, here's the difference. Like, we win the division, la di da. But
We might be
was that
done.
the mission?
We might be done.
That's the mission. I mean, like,
We're on a mission from God. We're going to be on a mission on golfing. We're going to be golfing by the time. I'm not going to say the Blues Brothers. That's a great movie.
All right.
But
So I'm actually going to wrap this up here
unbelievable.
because we've been going on for longer than I had hoped.
Yeah,
No,
don't worry
maybe-
about it. It's an AMA.
No, we're all good, man. We're all good. We're all good. Maybe we'll do an Eagles pregame before the game starts on Friday. Maybe it's just like a half hour or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, for Fly Like an Eagle, we'll talk. We'll communicate about all that.
Well,
but-
here's the thing.
Go for it.
Maybe we can do the same thing we did tonight. Maybe we can do it on unless you guys are doing something for the holidays on Thanksgiving. We could do like a Black Friday post game.
It depends on what time because I'm streaming the Sixers.
Oh, that's right.
Right,
Yeah,
Friday
and
night,
the Flyers play the
Hold
Islanders
on.
that day too. I mean, but I don't got this week of Flyers hockey show until tomorrow. It's every Monday, so it doesn't matter.
well, I will not be on that Friday because I will be at a Friendsgiving, but I will be.
Oh,
watching
okay.
the Eagles
Okay.
and rooting them on. But
Just a thought.
here's my thing. Before we get out of here, like the idea for for every Eagles fan that right now is either drinking their sorrows away, punching a heavy bag, or screaming at the top of their lungs, or doing all three at once. Here's what I say. You just got to watch the rest of the season. And
Yep,
as painful
pretty
as
much.
it's going to be, you just got to hope that somehow, some way, Nick Sirianni just says, you're out, you're in, and points to Jalen Hurts, and let the MVP do MVP things.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One game at a time. I guess we gotta stay at this point. That's all I gotta say. One game at a time. Otherwise, we might have the same shit like we did back in. About the same old shit like we do. If this is not fixable in a few days from now, then we're gonna be like 8-4. Then it'll be 8-5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and maybe this kind of reminds me of the '64 Phillies, 2023 Eagles. Obviously, I wasn't born back in '64. Tampa Bay,
8-7 Eagles. This could be an 8-17.
You never know, Joe. You never know. I mean, look, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But after today, I'm very skeptical. I think we're in trouble. I mean,
boys, we got to figure it out.
It's like Alex says, you got to find a way to fix it.
Yep. With that being said, guys, appreciate everyone tuning in as we got our frustrations out. I will be posting clips of this on Instagram, Fly Like an Eagle, and YouTube. So make sure you tune in for those. We'll let you guys know by the community tab if we're going to do a pregame or something on Friday. So with that being said, guys, like, share, subscribe. But really quick, James, what you guys got tomorrow?
Well, we got a show. Hopefully, will be a lot better than the game here tonight against our Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. But we got a puck show coming up tomorrow, talking all things Flyers hockey. And by the way, it should be a fun matchup tomorrow coming up here because if you haven't noticed, the Flyers scoring 3 goals in 26 seconds against the New Jersey Devils last night up in the Xfinity Mobile Arena in South Philadelphia on Bernie Perrant night. Me, Joey, and Austin Howell will definitely talk about all things pucks tomorrow because the Flyers are going to Florida, Tampa Bay to take on the Lightning, and then to close out the Thanksgiving holiday up in Florida against the Cup champs. That's set for 4 o'clock tomorrow on Hardcore Sports Network and Stream Punk Entertainment. Stay tuned for that and more along the way. And that's,
I got to ask, did the
sure.
Panthers did the Panthers eat the turkey out of the cup for Thanksgiving?
No, I would hope so. I would hope they're hungover by the time they play the Flyers again. But no, it's a jam-packed show tomorrow, so tune into all that. Hardcore Sports Network Stream Punk Entertainment for this week at Flyers hockey, and it should be fun, and it should be a lot more fun than it was tonight.
All right.
I hope so.
So, all right, guys. Catch y'all later. Go Birds, and yeah, we're out.
Stay well,
Peace.
citizens.